Coach, after watching the film, how'd that left side of the line hold up with the two bends?
Good, real good. Yeah, both played two of their best games. Yeah, good in protection, good in the run game. Made the right calls.
Is that something you think you'll stick with this week, probably?
Yeah, we'll see. Juwan Bushel-Beatty also. That was a huge factor.
Stand on the left here with Steve.
Hey, Jim, talk about what Wormley gives you both as a leader and as a player. I think it was Chase Winovich referred to him as Papa.
Really consummate, great football character, great human character, really good leadership skills. Strong and makes well thought out decisions and equally as good on the football field. Just always been just a rock solid guy. You like being around and somebody that you try to emulate his qualities of. He's a thinker and makes good decisions.
All the way back to the camera bank there.
Jim, reading some of the players' post-game comments from Saturday, they talked about how last year you kind of let the finish of the game sink in a little bit. But since that game, you guys have gone 11-1 over 2 seasons. So is that something where that kind of has fueled them since, or this week it's really going to come out in an aggressive form?
This is a big game for us, championship type of ball game. Our preparations will need to be at their best. Really don't have much more to say about it than that. That says it all.
Left to the front here, Coach, with John.
Play from Saturday that didn't get talked about in here. Vaughn breaks out. Peppers runs him down and knocks him out. Doesn't get they don't score on that. Is that kind of a play that you can teach from on effort and the ability that it takes to make that play?
Yeah, it was a great individual play by Jabril. Really showed his speed. Yeah, there'd definitely be things to teach off it from. I thought you were going to bring up the spot on the third down. I thought that was a play that wasn't talked about much. That I don't know if I've ever seen maybe I've never seen a worse call in a game of football. That just after the replay, to where you could spot it that play could stand. It wasn't spotted a yard and a half further after it was replayed. I don't understand. Somebody mentioned. I think somebody said something about. I mentioned it. Oh, I mentioned it. Yeah. I don't know. I've ever seen a more strange replay. Maybe there has been. But somebody said something about, well, if it doesn't make the line to gain, then who said that? Wojo said that? Yeah. Okay. Then they don't respot it. I think that's really. Look it up. Yeah. Be interesting. What's so if a spot doesn't make a first down, then it stands wherever it was spotted. In your that doesn't make sense to me, because okay, what if the official gets the yard lines confused? Maybe he misses it by 5 yards. Or maybe he misses it by 10. You might want to go for it if it's 4 inches as opposed to 4. Yeah, obviously. I mean, just getting the right spot seems to be. That is reviewable. It's so he misses it by 5 yards, then, but it's not a first down. Then they would change and get the correct, or 2 yards, or 1. No, it's challenging the spot. Yeah, it was there. It was misspotted. I think that's the rule. That is the rule? I think, yeah. Do something to, official gets confused. Thought he went out on the sideline at the 35, but he really went out on the 30, and then you review that, even though it doesn't make a first down. Is that something that can be challenged? Yeah, my understanding of the rules and the review system is that it's the spot, to get the correct spot. So, be interested to see what the explanation is.
Move to the back right.
Hey, Jim. I think they probably played it based off of the score of the game at that point, don't you think? That they just let it go because it was the score of the game?
Is that in the rule book?
I know, but I think that's what they did.
I haven't come across that rule either.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Wojo's aware of the.
Yeah. That wasn't my question. You said in the spring that Amar Darboh was the best wide receiver, that he had elevated his game to, because JU had given him that incentive. Where do you think those two guys stand right now? How much are they playing off each other, and how do you like Amaro's play specifically this season so far?
Amar's been outstanding. He's been top of his game, ever improving, always improving. Just a real football player. Tremendous worker in practice. JU has been the same. Both have been great players for Michigan football, and it is good the way they, in a genuine, good for the team way, elevate each other's games.
Go in the middle here, Coach Adam.
Jim, just kind of curious, what are your thoughts about the job that Mark has done in East Lansing, specifically the 6 years, and then kind of just connecting that to where you guys are going? It's like two programs this season going in opposite direction. They're struggling. You guys are at your highest point in about 10 years. I was just kind of curious on your thoughts of what Mark's done and the year that they're having.
Is there a question in there?
Yeah. What do you
Seems
think?
like you're
What
making
do
a
you think of the
statement.
job that Mark has done? And I guess when you look at the struggles, I mean, it's uncharacteristic.
He's done a
This-
great job. One of the best college football coaching jobs in the history of the game. It's been at the highest level.
What do you make of the struggles this year that they're having?
It doesn't matter what's happened before this week for us or for an opponent. It never does. It matters what happens on the game day. So we know the task in front of us. We know the challenge, and it's up to us to get prepared to play that game so we can go out there confident and execute and have a chance to being successful. They're a very good football team. We know we'll be tough to beat. We know they'll be tough to beat. So, but in the meantime, we'll get prepared for the game.
To your right, Coach Nick.
Jim, do you guys expect Chris to be back this week, Evans?
We'll see. It's a little early to know yet.
And did he have a concussion, or was it not?
Yeah,
He did have a
anything like that is ruled a concussion. Right. I think he's doing good.
And then last year's last play, you've said before that you never want to be involved in a game where something crazy like that happens. Do you think about that play at all, that punt thing at the end of the game? Does that, or have you moved on from that completely?
Yeah, I mean, both. As you said, I mean, I was hoping to never be a part of a play at the end of the game where it was a Hail Mary or one of those lateral 10 times to beat you on a kickoff or block punt or all those ways where defeat snatches a victory away at the very end. But as I said, I was hoping to go my whole career without having that happen. Obviously, that didn't happen. I don't know what the second part of your question was. Yeah, I have. So yes to both.
Front there, Jeff.
What makes Jordan Lewis such a special player, and how has he played since he returned from injury?
Well, so many things make him good. I mean, he's so on the details. He's so on his preparation. It's really important to him. Tremendous athlete. I mean, ridiculous instincts. He's got speed. He's got quickness. Got great hand-eye coordination. Ball skills. Physicality. He's an excellent tackler. Just all those things are at the top of the list.
And what levels yet since the return?
He's at the highest level. he's continued to be an improving, great player.
In the back right there, Greg.
Jim, you talk a lot about getting better every day and improving. Your defense has been so good. Where can they get better as you move on throughout the season?
I think that's a great question. They're playing so good. I mean, you just have to really give them a pat on the back right now, but it's not time to take a victory lap. I guess that'd be the, just to keep going at the same relentless, intense pace that they have and approach that they've had to every game, because we're a little over halfway at the halfway point. So you don't want to take a victory lap, but you do have to recognize that this defense is playing great football.
Directly in front of you there, Coach Larry.
What did you learn from that last play scenario last year? I mean, I don't know if it's possible to prepare for every single scenario, like if your punter bobbles, fall on it. What did you learn, if anything, from that play?
Several things, Larry. Several things.
Such as?
Have the punter at the right depth. Not being a spread punt in that situation would be the two that come to mind.
Mark wanted it next year. Mark?
Jim, I guess maybe this is from when you were playing. Did you notice something different with guys who were in-state? I mean, you had come, I guess, from California, but you had been here before. In this rivalry game, that guys who were in-state guys kind of approached it differently than guys who came from out-of-state?
I mean, I used to think that. When I was an in-state guy playing in this game, but and you realize that you approach all big games, or you learn, or you train yourself to approach all big games not differently.
Also, what's the status of Grant Perry and the other guys who were suspended or
Yeah,
disciplined?
they'll be back practicing today.
Okay.
Back over here to the left. Well, Joe, just go without the mic.
This room.
Yeah.
I look and I can't find the roll. You say treat every game the same, can't treat them differently. Does that have to be almost an extra point of emphasis this week because it is such a rivalry game and such a big game, and not let your players get too caught up in it as the week unfolds?
It's been an ongoing strategy for our football team to treat every opponent with respect, treat every game as a big game, treat every game as a championship game. Just learn that that's the best approach, in our opinion. Then when you're in those tight games, you're in those pressure situations. You've already been there. You've already done it because you've treated every snap that way through the course of the season. Just found it to be the best way to focus and be loose at the same time, and attempt to have the most success.
Good time for a couple more. We'll start with front here on the left.
Coach Matt Godin had a play, I think, where he got to the quarterback, hit him low. Was that the correct interpretation of that rule? And as a quarterback, do you like that rule?
I thought he was blocked into the play from where I was standing. So no, I didn't think it was the correct interpretation of the rule.
Go right next to him, Matt.
We got to see Kareem Walker dressed for the first time this season. Is there still a chance he's going to play this year?
No, I think we'll save the year. He's practicing, doing a really nice job. You never know for sure. You don't know what'll happen with the depth at a certain position, but our intent would be to save the year for Kareem.
All right, Adam, last question.
Excuse me. Nick and Larry kind of already mentioned it, but going back to and not necessarily the punt, but Michigan State has and specifically D'Antonio, has found ways to win on the last play of the game. He's had, all kinds of the mousetrap stuff out, kind of trick plays. When you do prepare for that, I mean, how much of an emphasis is that? Like, literally one play can decide it.
Yeah, he's one of the best. I've known him for years. You have to make your preparations accordingly.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.